Tamaki Kotatsu was first introduced in the anime during the Rookie Games. It's sort of an Olympics for newly hired fire soldiers to celebrate their enlistment in their respective company. One thing that makes Tamaki interesting is that you're not subscribed to our channel yet! Okay, let's go back on topic. So, what's interesting about Tamaki is her ability that stands out above the rest. She has this extremely powerful ability that makes people around cautious, and that is her lucky Lewd syndrome. I don't know about you, man, but have you ever seen a character so damn inappropriate, with a background so ridiculous, it's going to be harder to explain it to your friend or parents who just don't watch anime and saw what you're looking at. While this trope has been running around since the 90s, it always feels like it's making it in any kind of anime, particularly the harem genre. This type of recurring event in any anime is called fanservice. Fanservice is basically episodes that allow the viewers to be serviced in a way that excites them. This fanservice is often lewd and sexual in nature, and usually involves female characters and a male character. Usually these fanservices involve a male character and female character accidentally touching their body parts. Sometimes it's an obligatory beach episode. It's a really weird trope, but it's quite understandable because most anime audience in Japan are males. While Tamaki's lucky lewd sickness isn't necessarily a fanservice, it's still a type of trait that falls under it. Too many times we've seen a lot of this, and it seems like she's there to be the butt of a joke for her extreme clumsiness that strips her out of her clothes in the cleanest and yet most perplexing way possible. Tamaki's accidental stripping, at first, felt like a funny joke, but over time it always feels like it's a comic relief and a running gag to break the ice over any kind of drama. After all, Fire Force really has that vibe that even in the most pressuring situations, the characters aren't so worked up. Sometimes it feels like it's out of place. I mean, can you imagine being a man, well, dressed and all, and then you tripped, and then boom, you're all naked, except for the headdress. During the Rookie Games, when Shiro was confronting Captain Burns, we get to see this lech allure activate. When I first saw it, I found it really funny. I didn't know Fire Force would have this kind of harem-esque tropes, although it's not like it's not bound to happen. Tamaki is extremely clumsy. I mentioned it a while ago, but her clumsiness is so extreme that you'll even feel sorry for her. She's also a massive tsundere. When Shinra and Arthur fought Captain Burns, Tamaki came to Burns' aid to ask if Burns was hurt, when he was clearly unscathed. Our unlucky Neku princess, while running over a flat surface, tripped and God knows what she'll end up doing. Luckily, Lieutenant Hoshimiya is there to step in and stop her lewding menace. It's even baffling at times that even in the unusual situation, like for example walking over a flat surface, again you'll still end up on top of Shinra's head. It's really crazy. I mean, I can't even fathom how or why you would end up in that situation. Even in the most intense and action-packed fights, Tamaki can't get a break. Like for example, when Shinra confronted Rekka Hoshimiya for turning kids into human torches. After being saved by Kusakabe from that psycho lieutenant, Shinra did what any wingman would do and asked Tamaki's number for Juggernaut. When he told him what it's all about, Tamaki tripped and you know what will happen. But it doesn't stop there. When they're about to meet the Emperor, Shinra met a really lucky strike from Tamaki. This time around, he tasted the kneecaps of the lucky Lecher Cat lady. At this point, I'm going to stop calling it a syndrome. It's so common that it's better call it a lucky lewd lecher activity, as if getting stripped almost every day is like breathing for every one of us. It's so common that even when Tamaki isn't doing anything at all, she gets stripped out of her clothes regardless. But to give her credit, Tamaki is still a Fire Force soldier. During the 8th confrontation with the Evangelists, Tamaki proved that she's more than an unlucky bearer of the lucky lewd lecher syndrome. She stood her ground against assault, and it's really commendable how bloody ridiculous it's gotten to the point where her lucky streak will land her in a jackpot position. She managed to defeat Assault by tapping into the deepest parts of him being a man, landing a lucky shot that instantly made him fall on his back. What an unfortunate, fortunate win. A small price to pay for the salvation of our best girl, Iris. But that doesn't stop there. Assault, after getting a win-win defeat, has to train for an entire month just to cast away his worldly desires. Think of it as his very own version of No Nut November, but his ascendancy is being a monk that can never be tempted again by any woman. He failed twice. That's pretty much what happens when you're attracted to your enemies. It's commendable that he wants to have his own nirvana, but Tamaki's ungodly unluckiness will still prove to be fatal on his quest to being influenced by women. Tamaki's lucky lewd lecher syndrome isn't a disease, but if you think of it that way, it kind of is. That pretty much sums up Tamaki's condition. There's no cure to this other than self-quarantining. Whatever Tamaki wears, she'll manage to strip herself of her clothes for no reason whatsoever. Anyway, I hope you liked this video. This has been made with love for our unlucky cat lady fire soldier. If you want to see more content like this, be sure to like and subscribe. It will really help us out if you could share this video with your friends too. We do character reviews and storyline analysis, as well as pointing out the plots in anything anime and manga related. Alright, see you on the next video.